Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Liz, business coach for women of color, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Typically, I'd sit down and share with you some thoughts that I have on my mind about how you can make more money in your business, but I figured that for today, I'll actually take you on a bit of a plan and prep with me type day. I'm going to start planning and preparing for the content that I'm going to be creating for my business throughout this week. And I'm also going to show you some behind the scenes of how I'm creating my upcoming free workshop, Powerful Market Research. It's happening this Saturday, December 4th at 3 p.m. So if you have not gotten on the RSVP list, please make sure that you use the link in the description box below to do so. But I'll take you on some behind the scenes, show you a bit about how I work within my flow and how I plan my content to literally try and make offers every day. But first, we get coffee. Still charging, so I don't think I'm gonna get to it in time for this video, which is fine because I honestly wasn't planning to use the camera because I wasn't planning to get it until like mid-December. So Christmas came early, y'all. So this is the Canon M50 Mark II, whatever the heck that means. I also really do still want to kind of YouTube how to use it, and it also came with the 15 to 45 millimeter lens. So lots of pieces, slightly terrified to use. This is my first fancy DSLR camera. All right, so while I take the time to play with my new camera and also let the battery charge on it, I'm going to start thinking about what I'm going to do in terms of content for my business for this upcoming week. So I have my notebook here, pen and paper. It doesn't have to be too fancy, y'all. And what I've done is I've outlined the days of the week, just Monday through Saturday. And typically I do only post content for my business typically on the weekdays, and I take Saturdays and Sundays off. But now through December 15th, I am just doing posts for my business every day all the way straight through with the intention to rest for the last 2 weeks of the year and celebrate all the hard work I've done already. So if you have not already penciled in vacation time for the holidays, please do so. Please do so. Please do so. Your business will thank you in the long run. So just to kind of talk through ideas of what I'm thinking of. So for Monday's post tomorrow, I'm going to talk about pricing because it's actually been on my mind for the past couple of days. Just this idea of pricing in terms of fair compensation. And really what happens that I see with my clients is that they are obsessed with wanting to provide low ticket products because they want to make sure that their products and services are accessible. But what they're finding in the long run is that it's not sustainable because they put so much effort and energy into creating these products or these experiences, these services that they don't charge much money for, and it ends up really draining them energetically. And so I really want this post tomorrow to focus on this idea of pricing and fair compensation. And what I'll most likely have as my IG post, we'll talk about how, if we expect more than minimum wage from our governments, then why shouldn't we expect this from our communities as well? If you're serving a client for a full hour of work, of one-on-one coaching, for instance, and it's not even enough to pay for a grocery bill for your family, then what are we doing? What are we really doing here? So I'm going to talk a bit about that on Monday because that's been on my mind for the past couple of days, and I have some good ideas brewing about it. And that's typically how I like to create my IG posts. I'm creating captions from scratch. I like to wait for the idea to kind of spark with me. If you've seen one of my other videos, I talk about this, like working with your flow, letting the ideas come to you, and then not judging them when it's time to put pen to paper or fingers to keypads, as the case may be. So this has been on my mind for the past couple days, and I will be posting that tomorrow. And because I already have the idea sort of, mixing and digesting in my brain ethos, it'll be really easy to create this content. And I'll usually will create posts that I'm really passionate about in like less than 30 minutes. It's between creating it and posting it to Instagram, super quick. I'll usually pull some wording from my actual caption and use that as the actual Instagram post through Canva. Or if I have some extra photos on my phone of my beautiful face, then I'll post that as well. I keep it super, super simple. If you check out my Instagram on at the other Liz Walker, then you will be able to see like how super simple I keep it. So that's Monday. For Tuesday, I'm just gonna repurpose some content. You really can't see there, but repurpose some content. I am such a huge fan of repurposing, y'all, because we create so much content over months and months and sometimes even years of doing our businesses and serving our communities. And a lot of that content, we kind of just let it die in the internet graveyard, and there's really no reason for it. Like, you can take content that you've created in the past and you can use it again for future posts for two reasons. I know I said this in the last video, because you always have new people that are coming into your space who have not seen your content before and will be deeply served by it. And two, because of the nature of the internet, people who enjoyed your post the last time they saw it have already forgotten about it. Not because it's bad, not because of it, not for any personal reasons or issues against you. It's just that's really how human beings consume content these days. Like, they consume it and enjoy it in the present moment, and then they go on about their lives and their daily business, and they don't remember every single thing that you said. So when you bring it back up to their memory, when you repurpose it, and maybe depending on how long ago you originally created it, then maybe you're adding your spin on it, or you're evolving it, adding an update to it, then it gets to serve them again. So I definitely repurpose content, especially as I'm getting into the habit of making offers for my business. Not every day so much, but at least every weekday, because I do like to have my Saturdays and Sundays off. I get to pull from my archive from posts that I created back in like March of this year up to now. And I really get to refresh them, make sure they're up to date with what my current offering is, and serve my community that way. So highly, highly recommend, because no one has time to be creating brand new posts straight from their head every single day to promote an offer. It's just not, I don't find it sustainable. If you find it sustainable, let me know your secret, but I personally do not find it sustainable. So there's that. And then Wednesday, I'm not too sure yet what I want to post for Wednesday. What I'm thinking is I'll listen to some recordings of client calls that I have. So for my one-on-one clients and our coaching sessions, I do record the calls just for them to, look back on if they ever like to look back. I've always been served very deeply by reviewing past recordings of when I am the client and my coach is coaching me, going back and reviewing those calls to really go back and redigest and learn new things. There's always new things that are becoming just more aware to me as I'm redigesting the material. So I always provide the recordings to my clients because it's literal gold. And then I also keep the audio for myself too, so that I can go back and refresh my memory about things we've talked about and get ideas for posting new content. And it's a great way to sort of trigger my memory, to inspire me, generate new ideas. I love it. Super easy to do. And so I just will listen to those calls, and I can usually get at least per client session, I could probably get at least 3 to 4 different topic ideas I could talk about. So that's what I'll plan to do for Wednesday. Thursday, we're gonna repurpose again, because that's what we do in these parts. And then Friday, because my free market research workshop is happening this Saturday, Friday's post on Instagram will be dedicated to promoting that workshop. And so it'll really just be a post dedicated to promoting it, talking about what we'll be covering and what to expect. I've already basically created that material because I just had the idea of hosting this workshop after kind of seeing some people requesting to do market research calls, and I thought back to like my own time of wanting to do market research calls and really not seeing any guidance as to how to do them in a way that was really like beneficial for me. Like I would do some calls, but I would come up with questions I thought worked well, but then I didn't know like what to do with the data afterward or how it actually helped me. It still just didn't feel like it actually helped. So now with the current clarity I have, I'd love to just pour back into y'all so that you can really just start doing market research calls in a way that will really help you in your business, like really help you like find so much more ease in your messaging and your marketing so you can really start making your next $1,000 with ease. Like it's a great way to start a wonderful foundation for your offers. So that's going to be awesome. So the wording's already, my pen went flying. The wording's already pretty much prepared, and there were already people who said, yes, they're down and they want to attend, and they've already RSVP'd just based off of a little draft email blurb, just speaking off the head of what I wanted to talk about. So I already have people who are signed up for this. So I'm just going to use the same exact wording for the official post that's going to go on my Instagram posts as well as my stories. Hey y'all. So I lost quite a bit of light, but it's okay. You can see me. I can see you, so I'm sure you can see me. Just kidding, I can't see you. So I thought I'd show you like how super simple I'm doing the preparation for this webinar. So for Powerful Market Research, all I'm literally doing in Canva is creating just one PDF document that again has just the date and time as well as the Zoom link to attend, and I'm just including that as basically a free digital download on my Periodt portal. So Periodt is a platform that I use that houses the modules and courses that I create for my clients, as well as any future modules and courses I want to create for them. So basically, I'm using Periodt to create just a free digital download that people can use, and this will essentially act as the landing page because the emails and the IG posts will literally carry the bulk of the information. So let me show you. All right, y'all. So here, as you can see, super simple. I'm using Canva. I have here just a one-pager that I'll convert into a PDF that has the title of the workshop, the date and the time of the workshop, and then underneath I will include the Zoom link details for folks to join, and I'll save that as a PDF and then literally add it into my Periodt portal. But you can use whatever portal that you use to create your courses, or basically if you just don't feel like creating a full-blown landing page, I'm literally just creating a free download that will include the Zoom link details, and I'll also be using this to communicate with the folks who sign up and provide them with updates and reminders about the webinar as we get closer to the date. So again, super simple. I'm even reusing the graphic for the actual presentation. Like, we believe in simplicity around here. Simplicity. So as I was editing, I realized that I somehow managed to either misplace or completely forget to record an ending to this video. So ta-da, new ending. Thank you for watching. By the next video, I should have my Canon camera up and running. It's missing an SD card. Also, I need to figure out how to finagle my editing software. I'm having issues with my laptop, so that's why the editing is a tad bit choppy in these videos, but that's fine. It adds oomph to these videos, I like to think. But again, if you are interested in powerful market research, make sure that you RSVP for that workshop in the description box below. In the description box below is also a link to book an interest call for my one-on-one business coaching program. If you need help making your next 1K in your business with simplicity, ease, and authenticity, then I have spots available. So make sure you book a call to get ready for the new year in your business. And I'll see you next time. Toodles.